Welcome back everyone, and thank you for being here today. If this is your first time watching, you are now part of a family that believes in the power of real talent, real emotion, and real human stories that stay with us long after the stage lights fade. Today's story is not just about music. It is about love, legacy, courage, and a moment that felt so pure it seemed to stop time itself. Imagine a stage known for pressure, bright lights, and impossible expectations. A place where dreams are either lifted into the sky or shattered in seconds. Britain's Got Talent has seen thousands of performances, but every once in a while, something happens that reminds us why we fell in love with talent shows in the first place. Not because of tricks or trends, but because of heart. This is the story of a father and daughter whose voices blended into something unforgettable. A duet that felt less like a performance and more like a confession of love to the world. The theater was buzzing with anticipation. The judges sat back in their chairs, ready but calm, unaware that what they were about to witness would quietly change the mood of the entire room. The audience chatted among themselves, flipping through programs, sipping drinks, waiting for the next act. Then two figures walked onto the stage hand in hand. A father and his daughter. No flashy costumes. No dramatic entrance. Just a man with gentle eyes and a young girl with a mix of excitement and nerves written all over her face. You could see it immediately. This was not about fame. This was not about winning. This was about a shared moment between two people connected by blood, love, and music. The father stood tall but humble, placing a reassuring hand on his daughter's shoulder. She looked up at him for just a second, and in that glance was a lifetime of trust. That single look said more than words ever could. When the judges asked their names and why they were there, the father spoke softly, his voice steady but emotional. He explained that music had always been a part of their family. That singing together at home was something they did not to impress anyone, but simply because it made them happy. The daughter smiled as he spoke, listening carefully, as if hearing her own life story being told out loud. Then came the question everyone waits for. What will you be performing today? The father took a breath and answered that they would be singing together. A duet. You could feel the energy shift in the room. Duets on this stage are rare, and family duets even rarer. There was curiosity, but also a hint of skepticism. Could this really work under such pressure? The music began softly, a gentle introduction that wrapped itself around the room like a warm blanket. The father started first. His voice was rich, controlled, and filled with emotion. It was the kind of voice shaped by years of singing not for applause, but for meaning. Every note felt lived in. Every lyric felt honest. Then the daughter joined in. The moment her voice entered, something extraordinary happened. Her tone was pure and clear, carrying an innocence that contrasted beautifully with her father's depth. It was not just that she could sing well. It was that her voice carried emotion far beyond her years. Together, their voices did not compete. They supported each other. Like two sides of the same story being told at once. The audience leaned forward without realizing it. Conversations stopped. Phones lowered. Eyes widened. You could hear a pin drop between the notes. This was not a performance that demanded attention. It gently took it. As the song progressed, the harmonies grew stronger. The father would glance at his daughter at certain moments, smiling with pride. She would respond with confidence, standing taller, her nerves melting away as she felt the safety of his presence beside her. This was not rehearsed chemistry. This was a lifetime of connection flowing naturally through music. One of the most powerful moments came during the chorus. Their voices rose together, filling the theater with sound that felt almost sacred. It was as if the song itself was telling their story. A story of guidance, growth, protection, and love that does not need to be spoken to be understood. You could see emotion spreading across the judges' faces. One leaned forward, hands clasped. Another blinked rapidly, clearly holding back tears. These were people who had seen it all. Yet here they were, visibly moved by something so simple and so real. As the final note approached, the music softened again. The daughter took the lead this time, her voice steady and brave. The father harmonized gently beneath her, almost stepping back to let her shine. It was a subtle but powerful gesture. A father saying without words, "This is your moment, and I am here with you." When the song ended, there was a brief moment of silence. That rare, beautiful silence where the audience needs a second to breathe again. Then the theater erupted, a standing ovation, cheers, applause that felt less like noise and more like gratitude. The daughter's eyes widened in disbelief. She looked out at the crowd, then back at her father. He hugged her tightly, his face glowing with pride. In that hug was everything. Years of encouragement, late-night practices, quiet moments at home singing together. All of it led to this. The judges stood as well, applauding with genuine admiration. When they finally spoke, their words were heartfelt and sincere. One judge talked about how rare it is to see such a natural connection on stage. Another mentioned how the performance felt honest, not forced, not manufactured. Just real. They praised the father for his warmth and control, and the daughter for her bravery and beautiful tone. But more than that, they praised the bond between them. They spoke about how that bond was the true magic of the performance. The father thanked them humbly, placing a hand on his daughter's back as she smiled shyly at the praise. She did not say much, but she did not need to. Her face said it all. She was proud, not just of herself, but of sharing that moment with her dad. As they left the stage, hand in hand once again, the audience continued to cheer. People wiped away tears. Strangers smiled at each other. For a few minutes, everyone in that theater felt connected by the same emotion. What made this duet so powerful was not technical perfection, though it was impressive. It was not about hitting every note flawlessly. It was about truth. About a father and daughter standing together, vulnerable and brave, sharing something deeply personal with the world. In a world where so much feels rushed and artificial, this performance was a reminder of what truly matters. Family, love, support, and the courage to step into the spotlight together. Long after the episode aired, people continued to talk about that duet. Clips were shared online. Comments poured in from viewers around the world. Many spoke about their own parents or children. Others said the performance made them call their family just to say I love you. That is the power of music when it comes from the heart. It does not just entertain. It connects. It heals. It reminds us of who we are and what we cherish most. This was not just a great audition. It was a memory captured forever. A moment where a father and daughter showed the world that sometimes, the voice of a lifetime is not just about sound. It is about love sung out loud. Thank you for watching and for sharing this beautiful moment with us. If this story touched your heart, stay with us, because there are many more unforgettable stories waiting to be told.